Okay.
Yeah, that'd be
Shout out to the girls. This is a podcast for the girls.
right.
For the girls.
Right.
Hosted by a guy, but for the girls. Okay.
Right. All right. So, want to introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is Saturn. I'm 27 years old. I am a business owner and entrepreneur.
What's the name of your company?
Mink Mansions.
Mink Mansions. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you grew up here, or you grew up in the Bahamas?
I grew up in the Bahamas. I'd say both. I went to high school and elementary school in Bahamas. I graduated from high school
Mm-hmm.
in Missouri. I went to college in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Missouri. So I'd say both. Like both.
Why Missouri?
My grandfather is from Missouri.
Okay.
My my grandmother's husband, like he's my granddad too though.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
he's from Missouri.
What part of Missouri?
St. Louis.
Oh, okay. The
I'm
city.
from the Loop and I'm proud.
What
The Show Me State, yeah.
what year this was?
2012. So I lived in St. Louis from 2012 till 2021.
2012 to 2021.
Yeah.
Okay. So what made you move down here?
To South Florida?
Yeah.
Crack. Because I never wanted to live in Florida. I never wanted to live in Florida, like actually. Like ever. I don't know. Last year, I decided that I wanted to move back to the States, but I still wanted to be able to keep my business and my clients in the Bahamas. So I picked South Florida because, it's right there. It's a quick 20-minute flight in and out and head back
Makes
home.
sense. Do you have a lot of customers in the Bahamas?
I feel like I have a good clientele. I feel like I have a very good secure clientele. That'll come and see me every time I'm there. I feel like I did have a good reach when I was there, like full time. You know what I mean? Very good. I did good. I feel like I did very good. Very, very good.
So you're a licensed esthetician. You
Yes.
said it right, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Were you studied to become licensed over here or
Over here.
over here?
Yeah.
How long did it took you?
I did it full time, so like 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah, it's like 230 hours of school.
Okay.
So it's two licenses you could get. So one is a facial specialty, and then one is like a like a full around thing. So facial specialty is what I did. It's just focused more on facial, skincare, stuff like that. The other license is when you combine it with nails. I'm not really into nails. I did do it a little bit when I was in school to see like would I come back and do this, to get like the full specialist license. But it really wasn't something I'm super interested in.
So what about lashes? What category would lashes be in?
It falls on the facials.
Facials? Okay. All right. And wax.
Yeah. All of those skincare stuff fall under facials.
All right, and that's the four things you service you offer. Eyelashes, wax, what else? Facials.
Yeah. So I do lashes, facials, lip fillers, brows, all that stuff.
Lip fillers. What's give me
Needleless fillers. So it'd be like, like if you want to enhance your lips, like make them a little bit more plumper, fuller, I do that.
That's how long does that last?
It depends. So there's different kinds of fillers that last different amounts of time. So there's like a 9-month one, 12 months, 14 months. So there's different options. They each cost different prices. So some people just want to try it out, see how they like it, see how they look, So I might do a 9-month one. So it just depends.
Okay, so what you would say out of all the services you provide, which one is more of the famous one or popular one that customers like? They always we know that she's the girl to go to for lashes or
It's lashes.
lashes.
Lashes. It really is lashes. And I feel like last year, my goal with going to esthetician school is because I wanted to be more than just a lash tech. And I did all that, and I'm still a lash tech. Like, it's crazy. Like, I still a lash tech. Like, it's like, they just be booking me for lashes. Granted, today I did like 5 facials, but still, very rarely do people book me for like facials and stuff like that or anything else. It's mostly lashes and waxes. Like, those are my two, like, okay, go to Saturn.
Okay. So 5 facials in a day. That's good or that isn't good?
Yeah, well, it was like a group.
Oh,
A
the
group of people.
Okay.
Yeah. It was good. It's a good day. Yeah.
Okay.
Today was a good day, actually.
All right, that's good.
Not one of my best days, but it was a good day.
Cause I'm thinking, okay, you doing because you have employees or you do everything
just me.
just you, and you did one at a time.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But today was a light day. I do like 13 clients, 13. Like I've done 19 clients, 19 lashes in one day. Like service 19 people in one day.
And where are you located?
In Tamarack.
Tamarack. Okay. Is your own location? No one else is renting with you? That's just you, all you.
So I'm in a suite in Tamarack. I actually used to work at a franchise. I just quit.
What franchise is that?
I'm not going to say their name because they actually suing me right now. I just got an email today saying I'm getting sued. Real.
For what though?
Because they're just insane. I just quit. I quit. And I was like, because it wasn't working. Like it wasn't really making sense for me. You know what I mean? Like my business, when I moved to Florida, I, wasn't sure. Like I said, this wasn't the place I wanted to live. You know what I mean? So I wasn't like too invested in saying, okay, let me set up my shop here. You know what I mean? Like let me set up my life here per se. My plan was go to esthetician school, get my license, and then kind of feel it out and see if this is where I want to be. So I went to school, and while I was in school, we had like a part, like I guess like a task. It was like you needed to like apply to jobs, right? So we talking about it.
Like job training.
Yeah, like, but not really, but just more so like to kind of see what your market value was our idea behind it, right?
Right.
So I'm like, well, I got 6 years of experience doing lashes. Like, like they must want to pay me top dollar is my thought process. So I was applying to these jobs and I applied to this company. And of course, like people wanted me to work for them. Like they wanted me to. And really though, I will say that genuinely it was not my intention to do that. It was more just to kind of get a feel of, okay, what my market value is, right? Fine. So I met the lady, the wife, and she was really nice. Like I still now genuinely like her as a person. Like, like I enjoyed my interaction with her, and she was like, oh my God, like we're going to be a family. It was a brand new brand new salon. And I'm like, you know what? Like, even if it's just for a couple months, like I could do this, you know what I mean? Kind of without having to commit so much of my own resources, time, doing all the marketing and all that stuff, like just kind of get my feet wet, see how I could deal with Florida. Now, I will tell you that it did teach me a lot. It taught me a lot about, I would say, like working with other people, how Floridians are, because Floridians are a different breed of people. Like they a little different for real.
Compared to
St. Louis, Bahamas, like all other breeds of people. Like Floridians are a little bit more intense. Okay. You ever seen that meme where they like Google your birthday in Florida man? Yeah, like that. Okay, like Floridians are those people. Right. So and then working along other people too, because I'd never like really worked, like, you know what I mean, like with other people, like be employed for real, like in this field. So it kind of taught me a lot about those stuff. About lashes though, no, not that I think I know everything about lashes, right? But I'm kind of good at what I do. So I wouldn't really give them much credit for what it is that I did there. They offered lashes a certain kind of way. I did lashes a different way. People came to me and only booked with me because of the way I do lashes. Like people like the way I do it. So anyway, to make a long story short, because I had to make it long, right? When I agreed to work there, we kind of talked about like pay, right? And this is me being really transparent because this is where my issue is with them. We talked about pay and we kind of talked about, okay, hey, what the pricing model was, and I get in and it's discounts every day. Like, so it's like y'all offering discounts to these people on their services. And that means you cutting my money and you already get in the majority share of what it is. You know what I mean? That's like the money, but I only agreed off of the fact that, hey, when I look at the numbers and I calculated, this is still okay to me. But if you ain't charging that price, then it don't really work out for me. And then it was other little small stuff, just like it wasn't that family kind of oriented thing. Like I say, I'm not used to working with a group of people, and I'm kind of really not like, I think I'm a really nice person. Like friendly, I like outgoing, like I like that type of person. People was more like cold and standoffish. Right. So it wasn't like I didn't feel like I was a part of a group. So I don't feel like I'm a part of a group. I'm not getting paid well. And then they was like forcing me to like take the worst clients because I'm a stronger person. Like, like I'm more stern. Like I know how to deal with people because I had that more business experience, like in that area. So it was like all those stuff encompassed. And I'm just like, does this really make sense for me? And then I still have my business, right? 10 miles down the street. You heard me, 10 miles down the street. Because this is the basis of their suit right now. Like, it's because they saying, like, customers will come to where I am. But if I go to Miami and I'm 50 miles away, if people like me, then they just gonna come. Like, you know what I mean? I literally had a client, like, I have clients, like, that come from the Bahamas that see me here. But that's because they like my work. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's lash techs in the Bahamas they could go to. My clients wait 3 weeks religiously. They will let their lashes get down to bones and nothing to wait on me. Like, that's because they like my work.
That's
like,
good.
I can't help that. But yeah, they suing me now, so we'll see how that goes.
But you had your business before you even
Yeah.
started working for them. So
Right.
how could they sue?
Right, because and that's the email. The last email he sent me back. He's like, "Oh, this extensive training," and I'm like, "What are you talking about right now? Like,
You already had 6 years of experience.
you hired me like straight off of that, like just insane." But it's just a reminder of the people that like I said, there's other things that kind of like led me to be like, okay, I kind of seeing who you are. You know what I mean? And my mom told me that I can't take it personal. Business is business. But I am a kind of really fair person, and I try to treat people fairly. Like, like I have like a heart, that kind of way. And it just, like, I was watching the way they kind of do things, and it just didn't align with my core values. So I just had to make the best decision for me. And I felt like a part of me felt like they could, like, like I knew they could sue me, that kind of way. But I'm like, still thinking the way I think, like thinking the type of person I am. Why would you do that? I was their highest, like I was their cash cow, if I'm being honest. Days when I literally looked at the calendar one day, we had 33 clients in the whole salon. There's 4 stylists, right? Okay. 33 clients. Out of the 33 clients, I took 22.
Wow.
It's 4 of us. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why would you sue me? Like, let's be fair. And like, I would talk their numbers, like, but I'm literally like their cash cow.
But that's why they sue you probably, because
Probably.
they in their feelings.
And that's what my mom told me. She's like, he's reacting from a place of hurt. You know what I mean? Which, I get that you could be hurt, but I felt like I gave them a lot of opportunities as well to kind of be, and when I came in a situation, I'm always transparent. You know what I mean? I let them know, hey, like, I have my own business in the Bahamas. I don't intend to work for nobody. Like, I'll give y'all 6 months, and we'll see where we at in 6 months, right?
Yeah, how long you stayed there?
9.
Nah,
So I didn't give you 3 extra.
So you overextended.
I overextend.
Oh,
And
wow.
the thing is, like, you ain't even try to convince me. You know, that kind of way. Like you ain't even try to convince me with no, like, incentive or nothing like that to be like, hey, see one little extra, couple dollars. You know, that kind of way. Like, nothing. And my mom said, oh, it's just business. It is what it is.
So the owner was a man.
It's a man and a woman, a couple, a husband and a wife.
Husband and wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that guy out there, you need to get out your feelings.
Hey.
Like, that's petty. That's petty.
That's crazy.
How long they been around though?
They just opened. So I opened with them.
Oh, okay. And they cash. Okay.
Listen.
Wow.
I know. I
Yeah.
understand, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And if I tell you, like, the thing is, so here's my thought process about the suit, right? So he's trying to sue me off of this whole thing, like, oh, because the clients will come to me, right? Like, I'm not far enough that the
Right.
clients won't come to me. And the thing is, if I pay you, then I can open up a shop next door to you, and I can really hurt your pockets, and I can really show you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, like, I'm not far, but I'm far enough that, like, a client literally texted me today and say, like, I would come to you, but it's, like, far, like, it's out of the way for me. So I'm not blocking your money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's be fair. But there are clients that I telling you, like, they ain't going to nobody else. Like, they don't care. That's just what it is.
Yeah, because that's just like a guy getting his hair cut from a barber. Like, once he likes how the barber cuts his hair, you can stick with the barber regardless wherever he moved to. And my thing is, you had your business before you even start working for them. So what's there to sue about? You know what I mean?
We'll see, Joe.
Like, is enough money? So out this suit, so they want you to shut down or something?
Hey, well, okay, so first, one of the emails say, like, he want me to, like, pay him.
Pay him what?
He said, okay, so he's saying that I need to pay back a portion for the training that I took. Nigga, I ain't paying you nothing. Nothing. because you didn't train me, and like no, I mean, I'm not even worried about it. But when I was getting ready, I was making a TikTok. I was like, oh, I'm gonna just blast him on TikTok, and I just don't know if I even at the point where it's like I want to do that because it's like you know you didn't teach me nothing, like you know what I mean, and it's like people just get nasty sometimes, and I mean I feel like this money, man.
Yeah, money bring the best and the worst out of people. So
Right.
yeah, and I guess again there wasn't any feelings because the cash cow have left the building. So
That's what it is.
you know how that go. That's
That's what it is. I work like 11 out. Like, okay, I would go in there really realistically from like 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. I don't take no breaks, right? And I take clients back to back. And I do a full set in 1 hour. I do refills in 30 minutes. So you calculate like how much clients that is. Versus the other techs, like they taking like an hour and a half on a refill, 2.5 hours on a full set. So they can't make like, and they tell me these things verbatim. You know what I mean? So like on Sundays they'll like have just me there by myself
wow.
because I could handle that whole day. You understand? Like the whole day. I'll take let's say 10 to 12 clients in a day, right? Just on a Sunday. And when they have another person work, they're only taking 4 people. Right? So you know what it is, you only making money off of 4 people for one day versus 12. Like that's crazy. Like that's the crazy numbers, right?
Right.
I guess so. I see why you hurt.
So when you was working and putting in all this time for their business, how was your business? Was it struggling?
I would say so no. Because I know like the type of person I am, I ain't putting in more work for you than I am for myself. And that was my whole premise with them. I was only working 3 days there. Like, that's it. I'm not giving you no more than that because why I can make you rich when, you know, like that time I taken away from my own business. So, no, I gave them 3 days. And
And
the other
those 3
days I worked
days, you was giving them 10 hours.
more than 10 jobs.
Wow. So you was giving them basically almost 40 hours as well as running your own business. That's dope. Work ethic is impeccable.
Trust me, catch me in my zone. I little, it a little intense. I do get, you know, intense.
But you enjoy doing what you're doing though.
I do. I enjoy what I do, and like working is like my distraction. Like you know what I mean. So like I prefer to work with no breaks. I don't like to have a break because like I have like ADHD. It sounds funny, but I do. So like I have to stay like in a rhythm. Like you know, like it gotta be like this constant thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel you.
So I gotta keep going because I get distracted like really easily. So I gotta keep it like that to keep me on track for my goals.
And I've been working for you though.
Huh? Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I take time to take breaks though. So like I'll like crash my body out for like 3 weeks straight. Then I might go on like a 3-day bend or something where I don't do nothing. You know what I mean? Get a massage, go out to eat, go to the beach.
So get like just relax.
Yeah.
All right. So Mink Mansion, when did you start Mink Mansion officially?
So I started Mink Mansions in I think 7 years ago. I can't even calculate, 2017. But it's funny how it started because I lived in St. Louis. I have an older sister. She used to do lashes. So in St. Louis, there wasn't that many people that could do my lashes, right? But I was like obsessed with getting my lashes done. Like I love having my lashes done, right? So I called my sister and I'm like, girl, like you need to come in and teach a class because I need some new lash techs in my city. Because St. Louis is kind of like how people would describe Freeport. Like, you know, like they'd be a little behind. Like it's a city, but it'll still be a little behind. Like, you know, on. And this is like really at the peak of when lash extensions really start popping. Like it was like Atlanta girls, Miami. Like I said, my sister lived in Atlanta. That's where it was really popping. St. Louis wasn't really yet. So I'm like, okay, you got to come down here and teach a class. And she was like, okay, so I'm the business savvy one. You know, she got the skill, but I got the business savvy. So I created the business. And then mink hair was this thing. Like, it was like this thing that was going on. People was like, oh, I'm selling raw mink hair. So I'm like, mink hair, mink lashes. Like, you about to kill us. Like, you know? So I create the business. I get the EIN. I do all that stuff. I did all the marketing. We push out this class. And we had a class. We had a good little successful class. And that was Mink Mansions. That's how Mink Mansions was born. I ordered some hair online. Sales can sell hair. That was my business, right? Create a website, do all that stuff. And so that was like this was in April of that year,
Mm-hmm.
and we had the class. She went back home. Everything was cool. And December of that same year, I was in my apartment. I had my friend there, and I'm just this type of person where I feel like I could do like anything. You know, like I could try. Like I sure I could do this.
Right.
So I had these stuff left over from the class, and so I look at him and I'm like, "Girl, I sure I could do your lashes. Like, let me see."
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Ebony, like she let me do whatever, cause I surely bitched them lashes right off. Okay, listen to me. It's something called blooming. The lashes was white. They was twist. Like nothing of it made sense.
Right.
But I tried it, and I don't know. I always knew I would be an entrepreneur, but did I think like beauty was gonna be it? No. I didn't think like that was gonna be it.
So what you thought was gonna be it?
I don't know. I really can't tell you. I really don't know. But it being an entrepreneur just in my blood. You know, that kind of way. So it's like I just grew up around hustlers for real.
True.
So
True that.
yeah. So I just knew like I can't work for nobody. Like something gotta give. But honestly, I can't tell you like even in that moment of me doing all that stuff, like I was like, okay. Cause I remember being in the class and telling the people like a girl's like, oh, am I doing this right? And I'm like, girl, I'm not. I don't know how to do no lashes. That's the teacher I just here for to help. Like, that was not gonna be my thing. And like I said, like that December, I was like, you know what, I could try, and I keep trying. 7 years later, here I am.
That's good, man. So it basically started in St. Louis.
Yeah, it did.
Right.
But I was started in St. Louis, so I was in St. Louis. Then I moved to Freeport. Then I moved here.
Oh yeah, you did say that. You did say that.
I lived in Freeport for 3.5 years.
3.5 years. What was your experience living in Freeport for those couple years?
Plenty rum drinking. Just I guess Freeport has nothing really to do, but you know, you gotta have a strong head. Like, and that's just my thought process. Like when you there, if you there, and you gotta have a strong head. Like you gotta know what it is you're trying to accomplish.
You had customers from outside of Freeport too, like different islands as well?
Yeah, I've been to like Abaco. I do lashes in Nassau. So when I first started coming down, like I would come down for like I would come from St. Louis and do lashes, and I was an easy sell because you know they think like, oh, you're some American girl, like you know she can do lashes good. So I was like an easy sell. I used to get them clients, and I was fast too. So I've been fast, like you know, like so. Whereas other people was taking, I probably was taking like an hour and a half at that point, you know what I mean? But other girls taking like 2.5, 3 hours. Like I was like fast, you know? So, this American girl come, I would do lashes. And so it was like a thing where I kept coming back and forth. And then at one point I was like, you know what? I think this is where I want to live. Like I want to live in Freeport. And so I moved to Freeport. I did, other islands. I traveled other islands. Did it like that. So, you know. And then I moved here. Then I moved back to Florida. Well, not back. I moved to Florida then.
Okay.
So it's been 1 year in South Florida.
So, as of right now, right, so you have your own suite. Your business basically, because you don't work nowhere else, so you just focus on your business. So your business sustain your everyday life. Then that's dope. That's dope. Because some people have businesses, but they ain't able to help them, you know, pay the bills, like pay, like you have a location. You know, I know a lot of women who does eyelashes. They either do it at their home or, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that consistency though come from you on your part as an entrepreneur because you have to be consistent. Like you have to consistently show up though in your business because I can tell you like so transparently, I would say to you that I did really, really good in Freeport, right? Very good. Phenomenal. Like really good. The minute I stopped being consistent, that was a wrap. Like I took a year and I wanted to be a city girl. I want to travel. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to be at the bar when people looking for lashes. That's what I wanted to do, right? So I fall off. And then I start looking around like, hey, hold on. I ain't making no money for real like how I used to. And when I tried to jump back in that being like serious again, like it was like, sweetie, you ain't serious. Like you ain't consistent. You understand? So that's just real. Like I had to fall off.
But I'm glad you got it out a little spell quick, fast enough, kind of get back on it. And and since that everything has picked back up.
Yeah, I will say like I mean it's a new place for me. Like, and I only been in the space that I in. I've been there since October. You
Mm,
know what I mean? So it's new. Like, and I really feel like I'm doing good. Like I can't hold you. Like I have to thank God every day. Like for real. Like I
yeah,
doing
man.
it, and I just
Anytime your business could sustain your life, your lifestyle, your bills, take care of you, you winning. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people can't say that. A lot of people who help businesses still gotta go and work.
I
A
want a
nine to
job.
five.
I want a 9 to 5. Don't let me watch this because I have an interview on Tuesday. I
Oh
want a
wow.
job.
Mhm.
My mom don't think I should, but I not that I have a fear, right? But Florida is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Like
Florida is expensive,
it's expensive,
very expensive.
and
But
I,
that won't take away from your business though, because
it
now
probably
that
will.
your business is scaling,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Do you want to give people that time?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, don't mind me. I'm just right now probably just
Mm-hmm.
like this little soup thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I got all this stuff going on, so I'm probably just like in my head about it that kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I've been watching like the pace that I
Mm-hmm.
at, and I feel genuinely like this gonna do what they need to do. I don't need to do that,
Right.
but I just so scary sometimes.
What is the job you
This is a sales job.
a sales job?
I used to do sales. Don't skin your face with sales. I used to do sales, and when I used to live in St. Louis before I started doing lashes,
Mm.
I worked in sales. And let me tell you what's so funny. So I used to work for this company, right? And every time I would panic, I would just go back to that. And I talk about I probably didn't been back to I didn't work for this company in Dallas and St. Louis
Oh
three
wow.
times. Like I didn't every time I just be like, can y'all please take me, please. I need a
And it
job.
take you.
I'm a really good salesperson,
Okay.
like, for real. Like I can sell water to a well. For real. So it's a sales job. But I mean, I don't know. It's up in the air. You know, that kind
Mm.
of way. Like I want to trust, not I want to trust God. I am trusting God. Like I tell myself, like, I can give myself this whole month, like in February, to like really push myself and push my business and do what I have to do and
Mm.
see, like, like, okay, let me see what this, like, if I really commit to it, commit to my business, commit to God, commit to my finances, commit to my goals, like, what it could do. You know, that kind of way? Like, so I'm really trusting it. I believe that it will. So I'm not going to say I gonna take the job, but it's like, like, I just can give it an opportunity to show me.
Based on what you just say, I think you kind of answer your question. I don't see you going to this interview.
I am gonna go to an interview
Oh
now.
yeah.
I am gonna go. I'm scared. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a timid. I like to be secure, and that's something that I always try to tell people, like, about, like, when you're doing things. Like, don't try to be. Now, sometimes I will say, like, I make hasty decisions.
Mm-hmm.
The day I quit my job, I probably was in my feelings that day, like, I quit. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I try to be, like, still a little bit strategic. Like, I don't believe in the whole idea, like, oh, you need to struggle to get to where you need to be. Like, like everybody's story don't need to be that.
It's
And
the
that's,
same,
yeah,
right?
like everybody's story. And that's why when you had Sophie, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you had her, like, I was so, like, I related so much to that because it's like, you don't gotta be like, oh my God, I started from the bottom. Like, it don't gotta be that all the time. If there's an opportunity for you to have something to say, hey, this is secure income, right? While I grow my business to where it need to be, and there's like an avenue for you to, it ain't taken away from, like, you asked me, like, if it would be taken away from my business. If it's in a way where, okay, this ain't taken away from my business. My business still able to operate at its normal potential, or
Right.
like, it's still able to reach. Why not take that? Like, you know what I mean? Why not have that secure income? Like, you don't have to go sleep on somebody's floor. Like, that don't have to be a story. Like,
Yeah, you're right. That's
like,
true.
so I feel like if I can still give my business like all that I need to give it with something a little bit more secure, then I would do it. And also, it's not just even about like money. Like, realistically, I'll tell you, like, it's not just about like financially being secure. There's a lot of things that come with like not like being self-employed, like getting an apartment, getting a house, getting a car. Those things are so much harder when you only have your business. And again, we're talking about a business that I really only been operating for 5 months now here. How do I show on paper, like, saying, hey, I want to buy a car? Well, show me your pay stubs. Well, I got no pay stubs. I have my own business. Show me your taxes from the last 3 years. That's what they asking for. versus show me your last 3 pay stubs. You want to see 6 weeks worth of pay stubs versus 3 years worth of taxes. And it's so much harder to do a lot of things when you just like self-employed and stuff like that. So it's not just like I want to get a house here. So like, like stuff like that is also what I consider when I say like, it might be something I do. So
Yeah, that's some good points though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't understand that they want to be self-employed or be entrepreneurs, but when it's time to get a home or get a car, and being an entrepreneur, a lot of people don't have their taxes on point.
Right.
So now when these people asking for these things,
Right.
you can't show these.
Right. When I was in school, that was like the biggest thing that the school that I went to, the esthetician school, the teacher, she talked about it so much. She was like, they keep on taking money away from the programs because when people graduate from these programs and you get your license and all that stuff, you only report in how much money you make. So as far as they're concerned, these programs ain't helping nobody. You understand? Because if you graduate, you say I graduated this year, well, last year, right? And I found no taxes for the whole year. Then they just think I graduated and didn't do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So then they take your money, and it's like thousands of people doing that, like just using it as a cash business. And I mean, it is good to have, like, like there's limitations. You gotta kind of, it's still some things you gotta do. Like you gotta pay. It's a system here, man, and you gotta abide by the system if you really want to succeed and like be like really good. It ain't like homeless, like, okay, yeah, I got the money. You know what I mean? Or like,
Right.
It ain't like that. Like you gotta show some stuff here. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because especially when you know what you could write off from what you can write off, you know what I mean? Like all those things are important. It helps you a lot. So.
I got a good tax guy though.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Shout out to Mr. Numbers.
that's his name?
Yeah, Rodlin Charles, Mr. Numbers.
Yeah, you gotta hook me up with him. I did my own taxes this year. I don't owe the IRS, but I ain't got no money either.
You already submitted?
Yeah.
Man, you need to let me know. Take a second look at that.
But will you see Mink Mansions in the next 5 years?
5 years?
Yeah. What's your goals for the upcoming 5 years?
So I try not to make like really long-term goals like that with my business, not just because for a couple of reasons. So one is because I don't want to set limitations on myself, my business, God. Like I don't want to set limitations on that for real. Because something as simple as me saying I never want to move to Florida. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I never want to live here. Well, look at me right now living here. I say I don't want to. I've always said I never want a salon because I don't see the value in having salons. I don't see the value in having this big space just to say, oh, I have a shop. Like that's kind of the way I just be thinking about stuff, right? But now as I look at the next 6 months, a year, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, okay, that probably is something that I need to do. Like if I'm being real with where my business is growing. So I don't want to say I don't have a 5-year plan, but I just don't like to limit myself. Like I know that I could push this like to the max for real. I don't have no doubt. Like I know the potential I have, and I know the potential of what I have to offer. Like ain't much people could, for comparison's sake, like average again, full set time, 2.5 hours. That's average. That's good. That ain't bad. I talk about clients in and out of my space within 60 minutes. Every time, all the time, all day. Like, that's just how I do it.
Okay.
You understand? And I feel like I could replicate myself. You understand? And if I could replicate myself, and I could have people, if I could show people the way that I do lashes and teach them my technique, do you know, like, how much cash cows I could help?
Yeah, that's real. That's for real.
So,
you consider training creating a class?
So I do trainings, like I do one-on-one trainings all the time, but I don't work like super closely with those people. Like they take the class, and so this last set of trainings that I did, I've been offering where like virtual refreshers. So like I let them like book like 2 hours with me, and we could just be like on because most of them in the Bahamas, so it's not like local people. So they like book a virtual call and we like work together and stuff like that. But I feel like if I had the opportunity to like really be, and I talk about also people that have a willingness to learn, because I feel like people that take my classes and stuff like that, which, and I'm so grateful that they support me, support my business, believe that I'm a good teacher, but they want to be their own boss, right? Like they want to be their own entrepreneur. Fine. I talking about people that just have like a willingness to learn. Like, you know, like someone that just like mentor me, pour into me, like show me how you just do this, because I can't, like, that's the kind of person, like I want people around me like that I can literally work side by side with them, and I could be like, yeah, like let me show you how to really shoot this up. Because, and like even in the salon where I was, like I'll be fair, like I was trying, like I try to be that person, like, you know what I mean? Because I would let them do my lashes, and very simple things that I do, that I implement, like when I doing lashes, I don't free game. I don't brush lashes when I doing lashes, right? So like it's this thing where they like be brushing through. I don't do that. First of all, it's time wasting practices. Secondly, it causes stickies, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand what that means, but it's like a lash tech thing, right? Okay, yeah, right. So like I'll be getting my lashes done, and I'll say like, hey, like, you know, you shouldn't do this, right? And I don't know if sometimes I might come off to somebody, and I try not to seem like, you know, like I trying to be your manager or nothing like that, but I try to say it like in a way that's like, you know, hey, I just giving you a little tip. But people are like people just feel like, well, I know what to do.
Oh, wow.
You obviously don't.
Can you do your own lashes?
I can, but I really enjoy getting my lashes done.
Oh, okay.
Like the best sleep I get is on a lash table and on the plane. The best. Mode open. Tired. Best sleep ever.
But do they know that you do lashes?
Yeah, these people.
When they still know. Be. Yeah.
I don't know, and my thing is like, I feel like even in, so when I talk about like the training that I did with the company, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think that I know everything. I'm always I am always open to learning about this. My field, like right. I into this, right? I be on Instagram. People that take my classes, they can tell you, like I send them, like if I see something that makes sense, like we all got to do this. I sharing it, like I am so open to learning more and how to be better. But it's not like a lot of people don't feel like that. Like they feel like they be in their way. There's always a better way. I feel like it's always a better way. I don't think that I have it 100% down pat. I feel like I got it maybe 95, but that 5%, I'm looking for that 5%, because if there's a way I could be more efficient, like I want to do it. I saw something the other day. I just found it, like from my research, because I saw somebody do it on a video, and I'm gonna try it, and that might literally be my 5% right there. And I mean, like, it's simple things, like really, really simple things that people just be, I don't know. You gotta be wanting to learn, man. You gotta have that willingness to learn. And I'm looking, like, that's the kind of person, like, I'm looking for. I want somebody, like, I would literally, like, in a perfect world, it would be like a Bahamian girl. I would just bring her to hell. Like, she would just live with me, and she would just be, got an extra room. Like, she would just live with me, and we would just eat, sleep, lashes all the time. My best friend, she does nails in Georgia, and she have that right now. And I, like, she is so, like, my best friend is doing so good. Like, so good. And, like, watching her now, like, with a little, not a little, her big apprentice, because this girl can be big. Like, cause she have, like, she literally, like, I talk to her and I watch, like, how she just so hungry. Right. You know what I mean? That's the kind of person, like, I want, like, next to me, because my best friend, like, doing numbers, and I talking about, like, literally, like, she had 150 people pay to be on a wait list to get their nails done by her. Okay. Like, in a day. Like, not even, like, in 24-hour time. She had 150 slots, right? 150 all gone in 24 hours. Do you know, like, if she could duplicate herself and, like, what she could do? We doing 6 figures now consistently a week, because this is our business. Like, this is my boss. Like, this my pa. Like, you understand? Like, so we doing 6 figures right now. You know what it is? You could double that by adding yourself, by creating yourself again, and you could create yourself over and over and over.
No, that's real.
You're gonna go crazy.
Yeah. That's some numbers, man.
Okay. And lashes, like I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, you know what it is, if I could get a space and I have like 5 girls, just like how they did, right? But they ain't teaching you. They teaching you how to do lashes their way. They ain't teaching you how to be efficient, how to get them people in and out. They're not showing you like real game. Like, what they teaching you is just how to make it look. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't really teach. Like, I could really, if you hungry enough, like, I could literally work with you and show you how to get it like We're going to get this done in an hour every time. And I can show you how you could turn 13 people out of hell. People look at my pricing and they're like, oh my God, you're so cheap. And like, baby, you can't push out what I could push out. Like, at all. Like.
And see, I'm glad people like yourself was fortunate. I mean, fortunate to bless this sport to like, because I hope someone watched this and who have that hunger and, reach out to you because all your stuff can be in the description.
Yeah.
So from your website or your social media platform. So hope they reach out to you and want to be that person. You know what I mean? Because you ain't much people willing to bless people like that, with that type of knowledge and game that you have. So, that's an opportunity for life. A
little rough around the edges, though. A little rough around the edges. People who take my class will tell you, like, I make you do lashes is like a monotonous thing, so it's like repetitive. So you probably get annoyed with me. Like I make you repeat the same things over and over, but it's because I know what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that's my goal. I wanna just keep making copies of me.
So you kind of focusing. I know that you could do facials, wax, and stuff, but you still focus a lot on lashes.
Yeah, because like I tell you, like I had this whole like rebrand thing when I graduated from esthetician school, and I'm like more than just a lash tech. Like literally, it was the whole thing on my site.
Right.
More than just a lash tech, right? And like I had this epiphany, I guess, right? And I'm like, why are you running away from what like you call? I don't call my calling. I guess might sound too. I don't know, weird. But why you running away from your calling? Like this your thing, girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like this you.
Right.
Like this what you're really good at. I get our waxes. I'm pretty good. Like, like my speed and stuff, good with that. I don't feel so strongly on facials, but it's probably because I don't do it so much. You know what I mean? But why are you running from like your gift? And I've probably been running from it from the first time, because if I had just sat in the class that first time and taken it more seriously, like from the beginning, I don't know where I would have probably been, for real. Because I feel like I really only commit to lashes when I moved to Freeport, because I was, like I say, running back to my job.
Right.
Like, like I was running back, like, to the company I was at. So I really only commit when I go into Freeport. And let me tell you, when I commit to lashes in Freeport, like dead Freeport, like, listen, dead Freeport, after Dorian, in the middle of a panoramic, 6 figures consistently off lashes in Freeport where ain't no people. You know that kind of way?
Right.
So, like, imagine if I was really being, like, and that part of me really come out because I was in this zone that I in right now. Like, where it's like, okay, I into working. Like, this is all I want to do. Like, I just want work. That was where I was at with lashes, like, morning to night. So, I in that rhythm right now. So I'm like, okay, if I do this, if I can do this in Freeport, dead Freeport, in Dorian, in the pandemic, you know what I mean? Like, come on. So, yeah.
Yeah, you got me amazed now. Do you think the industry is saturated?
No.
No, is enough room for everybody?
For everybody.
That's good. Even in Freeport?
Even in everywhere.
Yeah?
Even in Bimini.
Wow.
We only got 10 people. Even in Bimini. Somebody can like what you do. And that's how I always feel like people need to do. Like, so this is something I also learned working alongside like a whole bunch of people, right? I always thought that, people want to always come to me because I'm so fast and I think I'm so good. There are some people that literally getting their lashes done is their only wind down time, like their only quiet time. I don't want to be done in 30 minutes. I need this to last an hour and a half. So they're going to go to Susie because Susie going to, take a little time. Like, Susie, you're doing a better job than me, but maybe they enjoy Susie conversation more. Like stuff like that. There's always something about you that people going to be drawn to.
So it ain't always about efficiency. It's about sometimes, just a peace of mind, just relaxation. And they just take to that person.
Right.
Okay.
And it just depends. Some people gonna be, it's about efficiency. That's just what it is for them. they my people probably. And some people just come to me. Like, I'm not, now I say that I take like the same amount of time every time, but it be my girls, you know, like my people. Like, we be kicking for like an hour and a half. Why am I taking an hour and a half to put these little bit of lashes on? You know what I mean? That I
Right.
just did in 30 minutes. Because we, like, you know, like we vibing. So there are different people that come for different reasons, and you just cater to that. So I don't think it's oversaturated. I think that's something that people want you to, the people that don't want you to win.
Hmm.
There's haters.
So, you know, being a entrepreneur, being a businesswoman, owning your own business, how does it affect your dating life?
I'm probably just too bossy.
Think so?
Maybe. I don't think so. But it could come off of that. I lie. See, I didn't still a little sad, but the previous question you asked me, so like in my head. So, I would say though, really, I just have, I don't even want to call it like standards to say like other people don't have standards. You know what I mean? Like that's not the word choice that I want to use. But I probably just a little bit more demanding. Like, you know, like in regard, but I'm generally a needy person. Let's start there. I'm very needy. But yeah, like I probably just requiring maybe just a little bit too much right now. Cause I feel like you see me in my bag, like you should wanna just
What makes you feel like you're requiring too much?
I lie. You're right. Thank you.
No, I'm asking why
I was saying because like why like if you see me in my bag like you should want to put more in my bag. I don't know, like that my thought process is like, okay, if you see me working hard, seriously, if you see me working hard, like you should want to match what you see or like want to support me in whatever it is that I do. And like that's how I feel like a good partner would be. Like that's what I looking for, like someone that is like, okay, you see me working, like it's like how it is that you could help, like how what can you do to like add to my business, or you know what I mean, something like that. But that's not too much. That's
what if you meet someone that's worked just as hard as you or harder?
then I would, that's a man I would be obsessed with because I work hard.
Because you know, I mean, for him working as hard as he working and you working as hard as you working, obviously it's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of trust.
You mean to
Because
trust that he just working?
no, trust that, you know, both of y'all staying focused on,
Our goals, okay, okay.
yeah, goals together to, you know, to create a better life for the future. You
Yeah.
know, some people just feel like neglected, you know, they tend to stray away. So when you say
Needy.
you require so much, is what type of guys, you know, you entertaining? Because if you're entertaining another entrepreneur that's hard, that's working hard, you know, I think that would be better because y'all both can relate.
My ex was an entrepreneur, and that man did not want me to go to work.
Yeah, but you know, some dudes like to have that control. You know what I mean? That when I say that control, that's they want to feel needed. You know, they want to know that at the end of the day, if you know, as a leader too, if I move, this or she got to move to my beat because I control all the finances, I control all the. But me personally, I feel like is you would want to strengthen your partner. You know, you want to add some strength to her so she can, you know, because you know, ain't nothing promise. You get hurt or get paralyzed tomorrow or die, then what? Then what?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Then she stuck.
So I'm
She
saying,
got, yeah. I mean, I like I said, I don't think what it is I'm looking for might be too much. You're right. You asked the question like, what kind of dudes am I entertaining? I don't know. I probably don't be entertaining nobody. Maybe I need to just be more open. I probably have this. I don't know. I'm not. That's not even where I focus right now. If I'm being honest, like for real, the thought is like, okay, what kind of people you entertaining? And I just really looking at. I don't have no roster, but I'm just like the people I even respond to is just like, I know I would never date you, like seriously, like you know what I mean, because. And I don't think it even have to do with entrepreneurship. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just is the caliber of a man. Like, it's just, because, like I said, my ex was an entrepreneur. Like, did he want me to work as hard as I, like, enjoy working? Or I want to work right now. Like, could I date him right now at this current moment? Probably not. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because I in my bag. He's a good partner. He was a good partner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are qualities in him that, you know, like, I would look for in another partner. But at this current moment, like, I guess I would need somebody to match kind of what I doing. But at the same time, it's like I get what it was something you said about like coming, like feeling neglected and stuff like that. Because I believe in work-life balance. Like, you gotta have a cutoff time because I need like it. I am Mariah the Scientist, Daddy, am I your baby? Like that's me. Like I'm that girl for real.
Right.
Like so, it gotta be like some kind of balance. You know what I mean? It's like tough, man. Cause I don't really be focused like on dating, like cause it just be trash.
Man, honestly, just sitting down and talking to you, obviously you focus on your business and improving your business, getting it where it needs to be. When you, like you say, you able to create 5 of
Myself.
yourself, then you now could, relax a little bit and look at other things, look at the caliber of men you prefer to attract or whatever. So
I have this delusion, like that, like someone can just come, like while I in this, and he can just be like, boom, like you know, like I don't know, like he can just be like this person that just pushed me to be, like you know, more. I don't know, maybe
it's definitely a possibility.
Might
You know what I mean?
Delusion.
I think that's especially the way you carry yourself, the way you put in the work, is someone paying attention to that, and you
Holla
would
at me.
eventually step up and approach you and be intentional with it. You
Yeah.
know? So
People probably think I cool too though. You know, like I cool, like I
mhm.
don't know, like I real chill, like
Yeah, I
yeah,
could tell.
yeah.
I could tell you're real laid back, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff,
So you know.
So and that's good because it makes men more comfortable approaching you. You know, so but that ain't something you gotta worry about right now.
No.
That come in
We're
time.
not worried about that.
So back to
We back here already?
that question.
Okay, so what's some sacrifices that I made in my business?
Right.
I would say my relationships, my friendships. And I feel like I made them not just even in my business, but in my life. Like, I feel like those are things that I'm trying to cultivate right now in this new version of me in my business, right? Like, I want to cultivate my friendships much more this go round. Because I feel like I can tell you, I had this little power stunt before when I was in Freeport. And I feel like I was a very shitty friend. Like, in that time.
Well, why you feel that? Why you feel that way?
My best friend. So I have like 3. I have like best friends for different reasons. My friend, and it's probably like towards the end too. Like but my best friend, she got diagnosed with breast cancer, and like I feel like I just wasn't a good friend. Like I wasn't there the way I was supposed to be there, and she passed away.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I just wasn't there. And that's really like my drive as well for like this version of who I choosing to be this time. Like I'm trying to be more intentional. So it's like a group of us. It was 3 of us that was friends. So me and the other girl, we just went to Canada together. We talking more often now. Like we hadn't talked like in like forever. You know what I mean? Like during this time, like, and like that was just not like cool. You know what I mean? Like these are my girls, like my sisters, and like especially the one that passed away. Like in my mommy house, like even if she lived in Missouri. She was in Missouri. I met her in college when I was in school. Like my mommy children, like for real.
Was she Bahamian or
no American?
American?
One is an American, one is a Ghanaian. So.
The one in Atlanta, what is she?
My sister, my older sister.
The one in Atlanta you say is your best friend.
Oh, Diamond. She's Bahamian.
Okay.
So I got Jessica is my friend that passed away, She's American.
Okay.
Then my best friend in Georgia. She's my boss best friend. We say
Mm.
bosties.
Mm.
Bosties. Diamond. She's from Nassau. We went to high school together in Freeport. And then
Okay.
we connected again in like 2016, 2014 or something. Like
Mm.
after high school, like we connected again in Atlanta. We became friends and been rocking since. Like she get me like 100% when it comes to like my business and stuff like that. And even with her, like like you hear me saying that like, oh, that's my bossy. Like even in that version of me when I was so focused on my business, like I lost that friendship too. Like if I being like real, like we didn't talk in like months. Like
But when y'all did talk, did y'all pick right back up?
yeah,
And that's good, you know.
it's my girls.
I feel like that's natural friendship because if you on a mission and she on a mission, y'all both understand the mission.
Yep.
So when y'all do connect, it's like y'all never, you know.
But that was a little bit different though. Like it was a little bit harder. Like now we have that. Like now, like I get what you, like now is like we talk like we don't talk, we like we like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be like a week we don't hear from each other. And I'm like, girl, why you ain't calling me all week? And she's like, girl, well, you know I was busy and I know you was busy. And it's like we just talk back and we kick back up on what it was, like whatever happened. And then we just like literally have like a power session when we just talking about our goals and stuff like that. This time previously, like the previous time before that, like it wasn't that. Like it was like radio silence. Like
So basically, your friendship got stronger.
yeah. I would say like honestly I don't feel like my friendships with these girls like was weak, you know. Like I don't want to say
No,
that.
but I mean, like you can tell, well, you both now moving in the same direction.
Right.
That's why I say it got stronger because now it's become more relatable. Because you know, as you get older, you know, sometimes friendships, just like someone you was maybe friends with in primary school, and as you get older, you notice you both drift away.
Yeah.
But to see that as y'all get older and y'all still getting more and more connected, you know, that's a good thing. That's special friendship. So
You know, I'm more intentional this go around with my girls and guys, all my friends. So I just trying to be a better. But that's one thing I feel like I sacrifice a lot. Being there for my friends, and I can't fix it now. But you know, I can't change it. Not I can't fix it. I can't change it.
right.
But I do my best this time.
Okay.
I'll keep being
Your friend who died from cancer, how old was she?
30. She was 30. She came to Bahamas. We celebrated her last birthday together.
Wow, she
in
was
Freeport,
she was
Big Thunder.
young, like real young. And it was breast cancer. Damn, that's young.
And like found out today, gone tomorrow. Like literally.
Also, when she found out it was already
Yeah,
spread.
it was already bad.
Oh, damn. Wow.
And like to think that you would take a step back and be like, okay, let's be more present because it's like serious, you know, like that wasn't what I did. I didn't do that.
Wow.
I had an opportunity to go to see her right before, like literally hours before. Like it was the flight was right there. Like it was like go on a flight, and I felt like I needed to go back to Freeport to go to work. I have clients. This is what I said. I have appointments. Well, don't cancel your appointments. I remember, like I was saying, like, oh, well, if you have appointments, don't cancel, like, you know. And I sat inside my hotel and preparing to go back to work. And they called me and say, yeah, she gone.
Wow. How that affect you?
Insane.
That's-
Horrible friend. Horrible.
You went to the funeral?
And I couldn't say nothing. I didn't talk. I'm gonna lie, like the past this really recent, like so this just happened, like September made a year. And yeah man, I just made a bad choice. I sacrificed my friendships for my business. For so many things, like not just even my friendships, like I said, like my relationships probably too. Like you know what I mean? Like
Right.
like my man tell me don't go to work, I still don't go to work. Like You know what I mean? Like, this during COVID, did I really need to go to work? Like, no. Did I have bills to pay? And I get, like, I get where I'm coming from. You know, like, oh, like, you gotta be an independent person, but for real, though, like, what if that, like, you know, that kind of way, like, it's like, was it really that serious? Like, was it really that deep? Like, did you, and I feel like it was more so me trying to prove a point of, oh, like, I'm this independent person. Not, and not even like, whereas, like, I don't want you to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I don't want you to take care of me or do these things. It's not that, you know, but it's just like, you think I'm gonna be dependent on you? Like, you know, like, that whole idea. And it's like, okay, so what, like, what I here for if you can't depend on me? You know, that kind of way. Like, what am I here for? Like, what am I to you? Like, if now is like right now is not a time for you to be working. Like, it's literally a pandemic. Like, you don't need to be working. I am taking a sacrifice on to work for our family, right? What else? If you ain't gonna allow me to do that, then, right? No, don't take me like, oh, man, he want me to work ever in life. He was like,
Yeah,
you know,
but
hey, calm down, like, relax, like, I got this, you know. I know the man you're talking about is like never want to see you be nothing. Like, I know that kind. Like, they gonna only give you enough, like, just to keep you.
Right.
I know that kind.
Right.
I wouldn't classify him as that. Wasn't that?
But at the same time, you okay? By you not working, you wouldn't have realized how good you are. You know, like how fast you are. How, like, if you didn't work.
But it's only like a short period though. Keep that in mind. Like, this,
Okay.
like, during the pandemic, I was working prior to, like, you know what I mean. Like, I feel like two of them had even been how we connected. Like, you know, like, okay, he's an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur. Like you say, like, two people like that. But I don't know. Maybe I feel personally that I sacrificed my relationships, like, all, like, straight across the board. Like, I felt like I needed to be, and it was something like I had a goal. You know, when I was like, as I, and this is why I try not to, like, put these goals on myself anymore, because when you see I set them, like, it'd be like, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta have a house by 25. I gotta do this. Like,
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
forget who would hurt in the process. You understand
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Like, forget the opportunities, the memories you miss. Like, you know what I mean? Like, forget that. It's like, oh, you gotta do this. Like, I have I wouldn't call it a God complex, but, like, I have, like, this, like, I gotta win. Like, I don't want nobody to outdo me. I want to outdo myself. Like, I have this, like, hunger, and that could be a curse, you know. Like, that could be, like, it could be bad.
A gift and a curse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be it's a gift and it's a blessing and a curse. Like, it really is, because I have put myself, like, in, I would say, like, realistically, like, I wouldn't say bad, but unnecessary situations, because I feel like I need to be, like, I need to beat something. Like, I going through, like, this insaneness with this is the last one I trying to break. Okay, my goal is I want to make $30 million before I turn 30. I trying to shake that off my body, but, like, that was a goal I set, like, from I was, like, 18, and that's the one. Like, it's still in my head. As much as I try to tell myself, hey, you gotta ease up on these goals.
So you're trying to be 30 with 30 million?
Yes, I swear to God. Swear. And I like, I want to shake it. Not that I don't feel like that's not a bad goal. That's a great goal.
No,
right?
That's a great goal. But what if you don't achieve it? Then what? How you feel?
Okay, then I might be stressed. I might be stressed. I probably will, though, if I'm being fair.
What I learned, especially as I got older and, you know, being an entrepreneur, yeah, you want to have long-term goals, but again, like you said, you don't want to put certain limitations on yourself, because if you don't achieve those goals, then you feel, because you're your biggest critic. Just based on me talking to you, I feel like me and you have that similarity. Like, not saying I don't care what other people think or whatever, but I'm my biggest critic. If someone tell me, oh, I'm good at this, like, it's really how I feel about it. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, you know.
No, that's
yeah,
me.
2
That's
cents,
me for true.
But I'm my biggest critic. So when you create goals for yourself, number one, it gotta be realistic. Number two, if you don't achieve it in the the time that you set out to achieve it, that's where I feel like that's where God comes in. Because at the end of the day, it's like everything is timing. You know what I mean? Let's just say you at 25, you at 30 million. You think you would have still had the same hunger? You know what I mean? Like, it's certain things God wants to get out your system for when He do bless you with these things. You know what I mean? You have to factor that in. Don't be discouraged if you don't. You know.
I believe. Let me tell you. So, I have this thought process that I am in my bamboo season.
Bamboo season? Yeah, explain that.
Okay. So bamboos take like 6 years before they like it's like 6 years of nothing, not nothing, but imagine like 6 years of nothing, and it's like exponential growth, like just all of a sudden, like all of a sudden out of nowhere. So
I like that.
Yeah, it's like my bamboo
season. Okay. I gotta try. I gotta think with that.
Yeah, is this pastor that I listen to, he brought it up, but it's like, so that's my thought process. So like, I don't really have like, I don't say I have no limitation. Like, you know, like I say, I try not to put myself in a box and stuff like that. But that's the last of these. So like, I had these list of goals. I want to be married by 25. I want to do this. I said I want to have a child by 27. 27 right now, and fighting for my life. Okay, because I said to myself, I said I want to have a child by the time I'm 27, and if I don't have a child by the time I turn 30, I'm not having kids. So,
really,
yeah, I'm trying to tell you, like, this is literally me at 18. This is my 18-year-old brain, and it's still, I'm fighting my 18-year-old brain at my age right now. 10 years later. 10 years later, I said these things, and I'm like, I'm gonna be married at this age. I'm gonna have my kids, and I'm gonna do this, and it's just what it is. So
what if you do, say next year or this year down the line, you do have a child or get pregnant or have a child on the way? Because you know that's a whole different level of sacrifice. So that's, you know, that mink lashes, not you ain't pushing it to the side, but now that's priority number one.
I'm ready to do it for my son. Okay,
daughter.
No, it's a son. I will be doing it for my son. You don't even. I feel like if I be working this hard right now for nothing, it's just me. Like, I love my family. My family is my why. My mom. I wouldn't give my mom like everything because she gave me everything. My mom, my sister, my Grammy. Oh my God! Like, damn, they my whys, right? If I'm going this hard for us. And they got me, like, for real. Like, I know they got me. My little child, they ain't got nothing. Psst, maybe I'm gonna go so hard for him. I ain't gonna be no mink lashes on the side. You think I can make 5 of me? I'll make 50 of me. I will be in trainings every day. Do it right. Do it again.
Why wouldn't you want a daughter, though? Especially now, I mean...
we got too many girls in our family already.
Oh, okay.
Like, we got, like... I'm always doing stuff like with my nieces and stuff like that. They're my cousins, but they like babies, so they can call them my nieces. But we had a lot of girls, like it's like a couple boys. So I need a boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a boy because I got enough girls to do stuff with. So, and I don't want him all, so he can just not be in all my stuff. Then I gotta share my things with a girl. My mommy's so happy I big, like, you know, like I told, like. She had one rumple or something I got for her. Charlie wear that first. She said, Patrick, come on them. Surely wear that, then I stand it so next. I want that for my life. Not trying to be going through that. But yeah.
I see you create your own clothes or that's like a clothing brand, or that's just...
No, it's just I be putting my logo on everything.
Okay.
Like, sorry, on everything. Like, I was actually gonna make something new before I came here, but then I ended up having all those people today, so I didn't get a chance. But I got this. I don't know if it's called a Cricut or a cry cut. I don't know, whatever. But it's like a machine that do like the cutting out, the stencils. Listen,
okay.
I be making up all kind of things.
No, that's dope.
I put my logo on everything.
That's dope. You have advertise. Why not?
all day.
Why not? That's dope.
I'd be at the club with my clothes name, my name on my clothes. At the club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we talk about everything. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
And anything you want to say to your customers, followers? Anything you want to leave them with?
Book me.
That's it.
Book me. Let's just get it out there. Mink Mansions. Book me.
Alright.
If y'all in Florida, Freeport. I mean, I'm all over. I mean, just follow me on Instagram at It's Saturn W. I changed my username. Did you guys notice that? It's Saturn W because I wanted it to be the same across all platforms, and somebody stole Saturn W on TikTok. So anyway, follow me on all social media platforms at It's Saturn W, and follow my business page at Mink Mansions. And you can book me if you are in Florida, really probably anywhere in the world because I love traveling and I love doing lashes wherever I go. So book me, minkmansions.com.
Saturn Waves. Before we leave, Saturn Waves. Yes.
I was so happy you didn't get to that question.
Yes. How? What made you think of that? 'Cause that's like a dope, like female rapper name. That.
And is.
Yeah, Saturn Waves.
And is.
So what made you come up with that?
How you know I came up with it? They don't know I came up with it yet. That's not okay, guys. So it's not my name. A lot of people don't know that.
I don't know no baby name Waves. So I had to feel like, this.
You thought it was fake?
I
Y'all.
don't say fake, but I don't know what part was on your.
I'm from Andros. We's the Waves. We from Andros. The Waves. We from Andros. My hair. Okay. So my name is not Saturn, right? That's not my real name.
Okay.
I created this name when I was 14. So, firstly, it was during Beyonce's Sasha Fierce moment, okay? When she was having this alter ego type thing. And something that I shared with Rashad is that I wanted to have my own identity. My family's kind of really well known, and my name is very similar to theirs. So I wanted to create an identity for myself. And I came up with Saturn. You want to know how I picked Saturn?
Yeah, why you pick Saturn?
So I picked Saturn because it's a colorful planet, and I felt like that represented my personality. As you can see, I'm very colorful and bubbly. You're going to laugh at this part. And they had a ring. There's a ring around Saturn, and y'all know I wanted to be married. Trying to be married. I'm trying to be a wife.
I like the meaning behind that.
And then they always say, when I was in school too, there was a song my teacher made up. It was like, Saturn is the prettiest planet. Duh. Come on, get into it. Pretty, colorful, wedding ring. That's my name. Saturn. Saturn. That's it. I was like, yeah. And then, so how I got to planets too is because there was a girl in Bad Girls Club. Like, she was talking about Beyonce. Like, she was like, oh, I'm like, Venus was her name or something like that. She was like Beyonce. And I was like, y'all, I gotta have one of them. Like, and then Saturn, wedding ring, colorful, pretty. Like, girl, nothing says me more than that.
Nah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
You want the last name one too? Or
yeah, the Waves. Yeah, I got
Lord.
it. You gotta tell that. So
Wait.
how you came up with Waves?
Okay. I was at the beach. I was at the beach actually when it happened, and the waves. This is my story. The waves was so beautiful. It was so beautiful, and it was just a double axiom. Double axiom is like the right term. Y'all, I be trying to say words and not being smart. I be saying things like it's a double axiom. Google that. Siri, what is double axiom? It's a double axiom.
It's your life.
Okay, well, it's a double axiom. Double the pretty, okay? Yeah. Beautiful planet, beautiful waves. Next, so Saturn Waves. My name's Saturn Waves.
That's a dope name.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming.
Thank you for having me.
Telling your story. I didn't realize that I know your family, and I wish you all the best. I definitely seen that 30 million in at 30.
Not you gonna talk my business. I thought we was coming that up. Not you talking about business. These people gonna hate me. They gonna say, why she thinks she could do 30 million off of lashes?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, let's go.
You'd
For
be
real.
surprised. People root you on, and
I hope so.
you
for
have
real.
like 1,000 clients tomorrow.
Please. Please book me in Tamarack. Look, ask me what I want to leave them with again. What do you want to leave? Could you guys please book me? First of all, I'm getting sued. Let me talk to the camera right quick.
Yeah.
Okay. This is zoomed in. This is zoomed in. Okay. Y'all, first thing, I am getting sued right now. Okay. By a major corporation in America.
They hating.
They're hating on this Bahamian queen.
Right.
Support your people. Okay. Book me
Please.
right now.
Please do.
Please book me because
Please do.
I'm gonna be starving. For real though, they really suing me for truth. So y'all book me.
Nah, God got you though.
God got me for real.
Yeah, they dropped the ball, and now they in their feelings. Nah, that's some sucker shit though. Like for real though, that's some sucker shit. How old this couple is?
Oh, these are old people like in their 40s, 50s maybe.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
real miserable. But I'm gonna get on TikTok for them. When y'all see my TikTok, if you ain't seen my TikTok yet, go find my TikTok, comment on it. Y'all make it go viral. I feel like if that happened, like I need to embarrass me. I know, man. God got me.
Yeah, God got you. So you don't gotta go as low.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go low. I go when they go low, I can go high.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
don't make the TikTok then. Man, me say don't do it. What you think?
What your mommy say don't do it?
Yeah, she say something. I don't know. But I'm like, girl, like you gotta draw attention to like what, because let me tell you for real. I know the podcast is over, but we gotta keep going because this is really like a problem in America. I feel like these franchises are like vultures to the lash industry and to like lash, like for real, like lash sites, like for real, because they make so much money off your talent, like so much money. Like when I open my lash, like when I get like my little person, you who watching, and you like, you know, like I create you, like even though I feel like I would be kind of responsible for like the person, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But even at that point so much, I feel like that still takes so much work on a person, like, because you could give everybody the same training, that don't mean they're gonna all turn out to be the same.
That's true.
Right? But like they making so much money. Like when I do that, like I do not want to be like a part of that, like hunger, like where, like that greediness that they got going on. Like I don't want to be that. Like I feel like that's why I feel like I could be so. That's why I feel like I need to do this. Like take these next steps that I want to do in my business, because like somebody got to be the voice of reason for like these people and be fair, like for real, because it's real hungry. Like, and I talk about, it's crazy because the day that I quit there, like I got a offer from their competitor.
Wow.
Like in my email, like literally got an email yesterday again. Like immediately. Because like you say, I'm the cash cow. Like, you know, as if you could get this girl in your place. It could be like 20 of us, y'all. We could do this and we're gonna be good. We're gonna charge a fair price, because that's one thing that I also think is really important. Like as an entrepreneur, like, or people like in the service industry in general, like charging a fair price for what it is, like your service. Like, and I get the whole like, because people say, oh, you've been doing lashes so long, why your price is so low? And I'm like, because it don't take me long, man. Like, and it's like, come on, like be kind of fair. Like, you know what I mean? So we're gonna charge fair prices to our customers. We're gonna offer good services. And we're gonna be good. Like we're gonna be a team, and we're gonna be really good. But yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my last words.
Saturn Waves.
Thank